so we used the 10-inch diamond tip circular saw. That got us through 10 inches of brick with my Milwaukee drill on a drill setting. All right, here we are here, and it drilled right through there. A very nice passage, which will come 1.5 inch passage, which is just perfect to put the 1-inch pipe through. And see that? So now we're gonna get the measurement across. All right, so there's the pipe at the top there. Now what we're gonna do is, it looks like it's just about out enough. We want to push it in just a little bit more, and then we'll make the mark. So I think I'm pretty good here on this. I don't have to do too much more. So we can glue that part. We can glue everything together and then put it up. All right, so here we are. We've got the 90 box ready to go. And you're ready to do a clamp. Got our Tapcons, our brace for the pipe, and our hammer drill. All right, so here we are, getting ready to put the first clamp in. We're going to go ahead and use our cock here, our Dynaflex Ultra. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and do an elbow into here, and we'll start bringing it down. And we've got the length to get to here. We're going to come to here. We're going to drill through that wood there, and then we're going to run out down the joist to the box, which is over here behind that wall. All right, so we're ready to go for the next steps. All right, so we got the box ran, we got the wire through, and it's into the house. All right, so we just drilled through there, made a box transition. Now we went into the house here, and then we're gonna go ahead and cock that up, that hole, and then put these clamps down to hold it on a vertical. So that's next. All right, so we got the conduit through. We put the sealant around it. Now we're bringing the wire through and down the joists. Coming down, down, down. We're almost to the breaker now. All right, so we're making our way. And then once we get this one to this side breaker here, then we got all these other wires that are gonna have to be dealt with and fried box and stuff. So we're gonna look at that in a bit. All right, so we've got the new breaker hooked up here. Wires are down. The white and grounds are where they belong. Black's on, but we're not gonna plug it in just yet until we get the upstairs done. Where it fried at. You have to identify these wires here and where they go. So we're gonna have to do a little wire searching and try to see where everything goes and where it hooks back up. This neutral isn't even on here. I wonder why. All right, so here we are. We've got the tracking on the wall on there, and to plug it in, good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that breaker now. All right, we're on phase 2 of restoring electrical service. Now we're working on where the wires were fried, and we're gonna get all these wires reconnected back up. So that's next right now. Identify where they go, where any breaks are at, and just run new wire from where we need to go. All right, we got this whole side restored and rewired properly. Re-identify where they all go, beating them up some. This one we just put it to this side right now. It goes to that dryer cord, which I marked over there. Since that's not used, we're just gonna mark it as unused. And there's no double in here anyway for another dryer. We got the one, that's enough for over here, I guess. So that's enough, and there's no dryers anyway. So next up, we got that old box out of the way, and there are two we got to reconnect it right here still, and that's what we're getting ready to run now, some new lines. All right, so here we are. We've got all the breakers rehooked up. I had to put an extra one in to because one of the wires was not even connected. That may have accounted for some of the power issues. I cut out all the knob and tube that was in question here, and pulled all that. We're going to just run Romex. The knob and tube is connected to these two. We were fried at the box, but we're running 2 new wires here. We're going to reconnect them here, up in here. And then I also noticed one of the neutrals was off here as well. So that was another reason for power loss. Somebody didn't hook it up, as you can see there. This one. So we're going to get all that right. I'm going to bring these wires around. We're going to get them hooked up. All right, so we got everything rewired back up. Got the new wires where the burnt ones were all back in. Let's go ahead and start powering them up. Okay, no trip circuits or anything.